Your soul slips away. It belongs to the Queen of the Reich. The Queen of the Reich. Welcome back to Rock Your Best Vocals. Jim here, professional singer for over 30 years, almost 40 years now. When I say it, I'm really old. And professional vocal coach for over 20 years. But as I've aged, my voice has had a lot of trouble along the way. But one of the things that has saved me is trying to sing higher. So if you want to sing higher, you're in the right place, because how I rehabilitated my voice and how I changed my style helped me to sing higher. You'd be surprised at what I'm going to say to you, because a lot of people will probably start to watch this and they'll reach a point and they'll go, okay, well, no, I don't really think that that's going to work, blah, 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 because there's a lot of contradictory information on YouTube. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to sing light. And that's what helped me to sing higher, because when you sing light, you're not pushing a bunch of air. What the biggest problem with trying to sing higher is, as we go up, we tend to do a couple of different things. Now, one I'll tell, and the other one I'm not going to tell just yet. Only for those people who stick around. I'm going to tell. And the first part is that we blow too much air, so we start to go higher, and that's just like I'm just throwing way too much air at it. And what that does is it blows the vocal folds apart, so you don't have good vocal fold closure. So if you're trying to sing higher, and you're stretching your vocal folds, because that's what vocal folds do. They stretch front to back. A lot of times we think about singing higher as the notes up there. Well, it's really not. Like, the vocal folds, they run front to back like this. And just check this out, because I love doing this. A little ASMR for you. But vocal folds run front to back like this. I mean, like, they're not that big. Really, they're only, I think, about a couple centimeters. I don't know, is that 10 centimeters, I think? I don't remember the specifics. You can go look that up, and then you can come back and tell me how wrong I am, which people love to do. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. But the vocal folds run front to back like this. They sit like this. If you were to look down in my head, then that's the way they sit. So when you think about a high note, one of the first things to think about is it's not up there. It's out there. So when you're stretching your vocal folds, like that's the way they're going, okay? It's just not up. We're not thinking, we're not doing anything up. The other thing is, as we're doing that, we have to have that light vocal fold closure. So I've done a lot of playing around with my own voice in that light posture. So that's, you have to start from this place. Now, maybe you won't be able to put that much kind of energy behind it. I don't like to say push, because then people push and they're starting to try to bear down, and then that's when things go wrong, because we start to clench up and push too hard and push too much air. And so the thing is, just for now, let's just try to keep it light, okay? You will be able to do what I just did, grow into it and get that strong mixed voice. But and when I say mixed voice, let's clear this up, right? Mixed voice is only head voice and chest mix, and head voice and chest voice. So and and this blending the two. So, and here's the thing about mixed voice that this kind of drives me a little bit mental, is that people go, the mixed voice sounds like chest voice, and it's whatever. Like the head voice sounds like chest voice, mixed voice, but and when you will only know sometimes, like at first anyway, you will only know yourself that you're adding some chest resonance in there because it's going to resonate from here. As you are able to grow that chest part of the resonance, you will get more of what they call a chesty mix. Okay, so it's going to sound more like a chest voice, but it's going to be a higher note. And now I used to kind of misunderstand this myself. Like even all my years of singing and being a vocal coach, even after I started this channel, I did a video talking about singing E4 in chest voice. And I sang the E4 in chest voice, but it wasn't. It was just mixed voice. It was chest dominant mixed voice. All these terms, just a little bit too much sometimes, because then you get bogged down and then you start to overthink. So the main thing is not to overthink it. It's just to make a light sound. Ah, ah. So what you'll hear is, as I'm doing that, so just ah, trying to keep that light sound all the way through that. Ah. Oh, and if you want, we could start lower. Ah, 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 keeping it light. Ah, ah. Remember, we're just keeping it light. We're not forcing. Now, I am doing a lot of stuff with my support right now, and that is key. I've done so many videos on this. I had a course. Well, I have it still. It was Singing Support Secrets, but I'm not promoting it right now because I need to redo it. I did that back when I was suffering really bad with Hashimoto's. It's an autoimmune disorder, and I wasn't even really aware that I had it because it's just slow decline. Slow decline with my health overall. I've done other videos on that. You can go and watch them. Like I've done one COVID voice and everything. I had a lot of problems with my voice. Anyway, so I did that course. I put that together. It's all great information, but my voice was trash at that. And, a lot of people that have followed me for a while, they go, man, your voice was trash before. Like, really, what are you going to do? Delete all your old videos? Yes, I've thought about that. And I'm doing something at the moment with that. So, but there's a lot of stuff going on in support. I'm not going to get into all that right here, but this is part of the reason why when you see a vocal coach singing a certain thing, on YouTube, and they're doing something and they're saying, well, this is how you sing this. But they're not going into the intricacies of what's going on behind that. I'm telling you what I'm doing. There's a lot going on with my support to do that. But it's really something, it's only something you will get by practicing. So we're going to go back to kind of doing this exercise. Just remember, keep it light. Try to keep it in that brightness. Ah, ah. We're going to climb up just slowly, slowly. Ah. Now, if you break anywhere, don't worry about that. Just kind of go back to trying to keep it light. Ah, 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 ah. Remember, I'm keeping this light, trying to feel like I'm really not allowing any air out. You have to let some air out, obviously, but it's only a tiny amount of air. Ah, 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 ah. Okay, so there you can see I was like starting to blow a little bit of air in that part. So I got to go try to refocus. There, refocused. Didn't blow as much air because like like it happens to the best of us at times. We mess up what we know that we shouldn't mess up. And this is what I've done other videos about this before on in terms of like the hierarchy of your learning, where you reach something called conscious competence, where if you screw something up, you know what you screwed up. So then you can change that. But what I've known is that most singers are consciously incompetent. What is it? Unconscious incompetence, which means like, I don't know what's going on with my voice. I just sing, and sometimes stuff happens, sometimes stuff doesn't happen, and I have no idea what the cause is. So you'll know as you climb up that ladder, you'll start to find out certain things about your voice if you're smart and if you spend enough time watching gazillions of YouTube videos. I've done that. And trust me, it's a rat hole that can take you all your life, because a lot of people will parrot the same thing. They'll hear something good from someone else, and then they'll just parrot it. It's just like the same thing as someone else said. And or there's like somebody contradicts something completely the opposite direction, which you go, well, I don't know which one of these is right. Like, I've heard this, and you might take offense, like sometimes people do in my videos. I mean, not so much lately, because I think I've got everything pretty well sorted out, but not so much lately. But occasionally I come across someone that doesn't understand, say, for example, support correctly. They'll think that pushing, bearing down, and all this kind of like you have to like abdominal pressure. And I used to think all that. And to an extent, part of that does work at the beginning. If you have kind of weak abdominal muscles and you're not used to using them in your singing in the right way, then yes, your support will falter. But the more you sing correctly with good technique and efficient technique. What do I mean by efficient technique? Efficient technique means using your entire body in the way that it makes singing effortless. And when I say effortless, it is effortful, but you're not straining to hit the high notes. Like, as you see, everything I was doing in there, I'm not straining to hit any high notes. So anyway, I think that's pretty much it for now. Just, you can get there to put that power in the in those high. You can get there to where you're putting more power into the higher notes. But the main thing is just to start getting the higher notes in a light way. And then you have a little bit more confidence. And if you're using your support correctly through all of that, you can lift into those higher notes and give them a little bit more oomph, give them a little bit more chest resonance. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what you think on the comments below. And thanks for watching. You guys can join me on Patreon. And there's a link down below if you want to become a channel member. We do lives and things on there. It's great fun. And click like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Rock your best vocals, where your best keeps getting better.